When people think of Ferrari in the 1970s, they picture flowing Berlinettas from Maranello. Yet in 1976, something radically different appeared: the futuristic angular Ferrari 308 GT Rainbow. It looked more like a design study from another planet than a traditional Italian sports car. Created not by Pininfarina, but by the legendary Italian design house Bertone, the Rainbow was shaped by the bold imagination of Marcello Gandini. It was an experimental reinterpretation of the 308 platform, blending sharp geometry with advanced engineering in a way few expected from Ferrari. Marcello Gandini was already famous for his groundbreaking Lamborghini designs, yet his collaboration with Ferrari was limited. His only production, Ferrari, was the Dino 308 GT4 of 1973, also styled at Bertone. The Rainbow evolved from that foundation, but pushed the concept much further. It debuted at the Turin Motor Show in November 1976, immediately drawing attention with its crisp lines and compact proportions. Unlike the softer curves typical of Ferrari at the time, the Rainbow embraced a sharp wedge profile that reflected Gandini's unmistakable design language. The car was based on the 308 GT4 chassis, but featured a shortened wheelbase, reduced from 255 to 245 centimeters. Its compact, two-seat layout emphasized agility and visual tension. The most innovative feature was its manually removable hardtop roof, which could be stored behind the seats. Decades before modern retractable hardtop systems, this solution offered open-air driving in a remarkably clean design. The geometric bodywork, with flat planes and strong edges, echoed Gandini's earlier Fiat X1/9 and demonstrated his fascination with bold architectural forms. Beneath the bodywork lay serious performance credentials. The Rainbow used the dry-sump Typo F106AB engine from the 308 GTB and GT4. This all-alloy, 90-degree V8 displaced just under 3 liters and featured dual overhead camshafts and 4 Weber downdraft carburetors. In this configuration, it produced approximately 255 horsepower at 7,700 revolutions per minute. Power was delivered to the rear wheels through a 5-speed manual gearbox and a limited slip differential, maintaining Ferrari's traditional focus on driving engagement. Performance figures reflected the car's sporting intent. In similar specification, the 3-liter V8 allowed a top speed in the region of 250 kilometers per hour. The transverse mid-engine layout contributed to balanced handling, while the relatively compact dimensions enhanced responsiveness. Although the Rainbow was fully functional and mechanically authentic, it was never intended for series production. Instead, it served as a design statement, an exploration of how Ferrari might look if interpreted entirely through Bertone's radical aesthetic philosophy. The interior matched the exterior's boldness. Initially finished in white with twin black coach lines along each flank, the car featured a cockpit trimmed in black leather with beige carpeting. The dashboard consisted of a body-colored flat panel housing the instruments and ventilation controls, while additional switches were positioned behind the gear lever on the center console. The seats had fixed backs and distinctive inserts, reinforcing the futuristic atmosphere. Every detail emphasized the concept's experimental and forward-looking character. The 308 GT Rainbow ultimately became the last collaboration between Ferrari and Bertone, as future projects returned to Pininfarina. After touring various exhibitions, the car was later repainted in a light metallic blue and preserved in the Bertone factory collection. Today, the Ferrari 308 GT Rainbow remains one of the most intriguing and often overlooked concepts in Ferrari's history. A bold reminder that even a marque rooted in tradition can, at times, embrace daring design experiments that challenge expectations and redefine possibility.